Agricultural exports from the Western Cape to the UK have grown from 3 to nearly 9 billion rand over the last 10 years, making Britain one of the province's biggest export markets. Last week's decision to leave the European Union has raised concerns over its possible impact.
What's important is that we remain competitive in that market. We're seeing fluctuations in the exchange rate. So what we are doing is saying, well, what do we do now? How do we make sure that we don't lose that growth that we've seen over the last years into that market?
Windy says the outcomes of meetings with various role players will be shared with the Department of Trade and Industry, as South Africa may have to renegotiate some of these agreements.
We want to be proactive. We want to find opportunity in this. We want to try and keep those EU agreements going in the numbers that we have. Obviously, the UK is now not part of that, but how do we actually renegotiate new agreements with the UK at the same time without losing any of the EU traction?
Existing trade agreements with the EU, including the doubling of wine exports from 50 million to over 100 million litres, remain intact for now.
The trade agreements that we've signed with UK companies under the EU arrangements are in place. So if you're currently selling agri-exports into the UK, you can sell those exports today under the same conditions as you could yesterday. That may move towards changing in the next few years, and we just need to make sure that when it happens, we can seamlessly transition onto our own trading agreements.
Key role players in the export market will be identified prior to the meeting with the UK consulate. Vanessa Puna, SABC News, Cape Town.